Spring Turkey 2021. Scouting a couple fields, DNR property. Putting the knowledge that I've learned in my research to the test. This is going to be interesting. Because I'm uneducated, going off pure research and instinct and excitement. So I'm looking for evidence of toms, hens, jeeks, roosting spots, feathers, scratching, all that good stuff. This to me just looks like some prime resting areas for some single toms to sit at night, but I'm not finding any evidence anywhere. Well, we're gonna call this set of fields a fail and move on to the next possible area. There is no way for me to get out of this field without making a huge ruckus, so not like my talking is doing anything. So possible turkey sign. This is promising. It goes all the way in here. It's been brushed up. It's been kicked up. It's all been kicked up. This is what it should look like, an even carpet. And you span over here, look at all the kick-ups. Scratching. Curious. Okay, we're back at the same spot that I saw the turkey scratches on the other day. This time with some calls. Turns out this is prime territory because of all the big pines and the hills. And we're gonna see if I can elicit a bit of a gobble sometime in the next half hour, 45 minutes, because sunsets in half an hour. And I have a camera crew now. I'm hearing nothing. They're chasing off a goose. I just saw a turkey, I scared it. I did like a lost call. And it came out of that corner and went around the other side. So I'm gonna very carefully cross this little expanse and creep around the other side and do another call or a crow call. Let's see if it's a lone hen. It's my first actual sighting of a turkey. Found a great spot for buck hunting. Check out the rubs. I think I'm gonna have to mark this down for buck. There's a very obvious trail that goes in through here too. That's cool. Oh, it's a tom. Congratulations, it's a boy. Oh my God, he's within 15 yards of where I'd set up shop. He's a dead turkey. I want him to be my dead turkey. That sounds really bad. Oh my God, I found myself a turkey. Okay. Now I have to wait for him to get to a point where I can sneak out of here without disturbing him, because I don't want to scare him out of this field. I gotta light my face up. It is not even 5 a.m. I just got dropped off in the woods. And off I go to set up my blind and get comfortable before it starts getting light, because it's gonna start getting light in the next half hour. So I gotta be hunkered down in the next 30 minutes. Start waiting for my tom to come by. Let's do it. I'm alone in a field at 20 after 5 in the morning. It's just a little bit spooky, but I have a loaded shotgun, so there's that. Oh God. There's a dude in the field. Fuck, he's headed for my roost. God damn it. buddy, I've been here since 5 a.m. He's headed right into the roost. No. I feel defeated. I feel defeated by another hunter. That's a first. And he's headed right into where that roost is. I've been here since 5 a.m. On the edge of the field where they walk by to get to the pond. Set up my blind, covered it with branches. I have like the best little vantage of where they all walk by to get to the pond. And that dude just came in off the road, walked the other side of the field, and went right into that roost. What do? I spend all this time researching, learning, stressing, stupidly stressing. All I can hope is if I stick it out long enough, the sun's gonna come out, this wind is supposed to die down, and maybe they'll end up in the field at some point, but maybe they'll come from over here more on the side instead of come across. Do a couple calls, get them over here, away from that dude. I can handle not getting a turkey. You know, they're not within range, or they just don't come on the days that I'm here, or I don't know, whatever. Okay, well, I'm gonna stick it out. Sun's just come up. See what happens. There he goes. He's got to hurry up and get in those woods. Come on, mister. God damn it, they've gone silent. I don't know what to do right now. I've got more than one active tom here, but if this guy's gonna keep showing up an hour after sunrise, it just disrupts everything. He should be getting here before sunrise, and getting into the woods and getting into position and being silent, like done. That's what bugs me, is the turkeys could have been ready to come out and see him in the field and then buggered off. Like, oh. People, get outside. Get outside in full camo. I got 3 doe crossing a field towards me. I gotta shut up. This is so cool. They're still a solid 200 yards away. The wind is in my favor. Let's see how close they get. Okay, I'm hunting turkey, not geese, but that's hilarious. He's got hens with him, so my calling is not going to call him in unless the other hens decide that I'm allowed in the group and come towards me too. He's not going to want to leave them. I can't get too close, I'm going to spook him off. That didn't work. He was right there in the field too, but he was right there, staring right at me, returning all of my calls thinking I was a hen. He was trying to call me in. But, small problem, there was a ton of little thorny raspberry bushes in my way. So I couldn't get to him from where I was standing without completely giving away where I was. So I called a few more times and tried to get him to strut my way. But instead, he decided he was done playing the game and took off. I marked it in my map, and I'll know that where he was. And there's definitely some amazing territory here, so I think where I've been setting up is good if turkeys walk in the field. But I think in the morning I need to kind of get into these woods. There's a couple spots I could hit, but I mean, that's in the cover of night, and I found active coyote evidence. so I'm not too eager about traipsing around at night. Early in the morning. So how this all came about is I was following one set of gobbles. That went silent, and all of a sudden this tom picked up. And he was moving away from me. And he stopped in the field. And I was able to catch up to him. So I'm gonna, instead of taking the shortcut and hitting the road, I'm gonna head back the way I came to where I was hearing the other gobble as well. Do some calls and see if I can pick up where that gobbler went. I need to get some bug spray. These black flies are starting to drive me nuts. Oh, you're huge. Wow. Look at your tail. Bro, you're covered in leeches. There's one on his shoulder. There's one underneath on his foot. We gotta get you across the road. Look how fat he is.
Oh no, he's gonna get across the road himself. I ain't touching him. He lose a hand.
Well, I think that's a wrap for tonight. I wonder if I hadn't spooked Bambi's mom. If they would have come around the corner. I definitely need to come back to this spot. Damn it. So, I found Turkey Hotel number 2. And basically a very heavily used turkey diner. See, this whole hill is just torn up and pooped on. Which goes into the fact that I also am covered in poop. Yep. Started off my turkey hunt today with a handful of poop. How did I get a handful of poop without realizing that I was going to get poop on my hand? Well, when I put my shotgun on the ground and then picked it up, there was debris stuck to it. I wiped away the debris. It was fecal debris of an unknown origin. So now I'm hunting covered in poop. Well, at least if a deer sneaks up on me this time, they're not going to smell me, they're going to smell whatever that is. So, there's that. Okay, now I gotta figure out why the turkey aren't coming to this roost tonight, and I gotta go find turkey roost number 3. I think besides the obvious of waking up early to be in the woods and being cold and uncomfortable, the hardest thing is literally being out here by myself. It is very spooky coming out here when it's dark and listening to the forest come alive. But that's been the biggest struggle, is that I decided to take this on my own. Literally did like a week's worth of scouting. Found this one area that is very heavily used by at least 2 toms. One I call Chad, and one I call Big Boy Bruce. Chad's the talker. He's been silent the last couple times I've come out, so either Chad is no more, or he's moved on. And then there's Big Boy Bruce, whose beard literally almost touches the ground. I want Big Boy Bruce. That's been the biggest challenge, is just doing it by myself and not beating myself down over it. Being a sufferer of like high functioning anxiety and childhood trauma and things of that nature, I have the most defensive, internally defensive reaction to failure, or the thought of failure. And it creates a lot of stress and anxiety in me. It's gotten better because I try to look at the positive now, and I also try my best. So if I don't succeed, I know that I at least attempted, that I tried every angle I could, that I put forth my best effort. This has been the biggest almost year now of my life since I bought that kayak and decided to flip the switch and look at everything glass half full. It is hard. The sun's coming out. The birds haven't stopped singing, which is amazing. Be nice to freaking see a turkey, but all right, break over, back at her. 8 hours left.